I'm going to do a short flow tonight, about 15 to 20 minutes. A little bit of a mixture of some standing poses, some seated poses, and then we'll have our Shavasana at the end. Alright, so you're going to begin in seated. You can come to cross-legged, you can have your legs out in front of you, whatever's more comfortable. You can also have your props. You could have a block and your blanket, the rolled up little tube like bolster that I showed you previously. Always having those handy. You never know when you may want them or need them. Alright, so root down through your sit bones, right into the earth. Let the knees drop down away from you. Reach up through your sternum, your heart, and through the crown of your head. Maybe you keep your hands on your body, or maybe they are down by your knees or on your lap. And just take a few rounds of nice, deep, cleansing breath. Think of your Durga breathing, that 3-part breathing, where you inhale fully and exhale, press everything out. Finding a little bit of stillness and peace here. Really inflate the low belly, the mid belly, and the heart. Exhale, feel it all drawing back into center. Start to add a little bit of movement to this. When you're ready, inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Palms meet, and exhale, hands come through heart center, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, straight up to sky, feel the length. Exhale, press hands away. Inhale, scooping up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, rise. Exhale, flip the palms and press it away. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, come back to your heart. Just going to place your hands out to the side, maybe tenting the fingertips. Reach up through the crown, and then just let your ear come down to shoulder. Notice that the shoulder doesn't come up to the ear. Want to find some nice length on the opposite side body. You can nod your neck if you'd like. Gently working out any kinks. And then lift up and gently lower to the opposite side. Come back to center and just take a little look over one shoulder and then to the opposite side. Back to center, looking up. Exhale, chin comes down towards sternum. One more little rock side to side. And then roll up through the vertebrae, crown lifts. Very nice. And then come through center. Just going to bring the legs straight out in front, coming into your staff pose, Dandasana. Now root down through the heels and thighs press down towards the earth. You can use your block to go underneath the knees if you'd like, so that you're not hyperextending and pressing the legs into the earth. Rooting down through your sit bones, reach the arms up high overhead, extending nice and tall. Feel the ribs lift, big inhale, and exhale, begin to lower, hinging at your hips. So to begin, still reaching with the heart, pulling it forward towards the feet. Another deep breath here. You can hold with the length, or you can exhale, lower down. When you're ready, rolling up through the vertebrae, walking the hands back. I'm going to slide one knee in. You can keep the legs and feet side to side or cross over, up to you. If you cross over, just make sure your rear end doesn't come up off the earth. Reach the arms up towards the sky. Big inhale. And as you exhale, twist in towards that bent leg. The elbow can hook around if you like. Just make sure you don't pull the knee in with you. Nice and strong. Standing tall. Deep breath. Fill the belly up. And exhale, pull it in. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, let the leg down. Scoop up the other side. Again, cross over if you like. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twisting in. Breathing through all three sections of that torso. Heart stays lifting, crown stays lifting. And then inhale, come back to center. Exhale, legs come down. It's going to bring the legs a little bit wide. Make sure you're right on top of those sit bones. Root down through the heels, lift up through the heart, and exhale, walk forward. Depending on your flexibility, maybe you stay up nice and tall. You can come down towards the earth. Maybe you even reach the arms out to find the ankles, bringing the chest lower towards the ground. And then begin to bring yourself back up to center. Just going to grab those knees and tuck the legs, sweep them behind you, coming into your table. Just coming into a nice firm table. Want to make sure that your hips are right over the knees and shoulders right over the palms. And we're going to move into your cat-cow. So inhale, release the belly, tail goes back, heart forward. Exhale, curl the tail under, press through the shoulders and drop your head. Inhale, rounding through. And exhale, press. One more round. Inhale, soft belly, heart forward. Exhale, curl the tail. Round up through the spine, drop the head. Beautiful. Come back to center. Just going to walk the body forward slightly and then lower all the way down onto your mat. Coming into a few gentle back bends, so flatten the feet onto the earth, tucking the tail down into the mat as well. Draw the belly button up and in. Press the palms towards the earth and lift your heart. Shoulders drawing away from the ears. And exhale, release. Curl your toes under, lift up your heart and press back into your table. So walk those knees right underneath the hips once again. And inhale for your cow pose. And exhale for your cat. You need a little bit of space here in between the arms. So walk the hands out slightly and just kick back the right leg. You're going to step it underneath the chest and walk it through. So right in line with that right palm. Your left knee maybe steps back a little bit, opening up the angle in the hip. Push into the earth and lift up the body. Modified crescent. Keep the ribs hugging in. Little tuck of your tail. Arms lift up. Inhale and exhale. Twist to your right. Sweep around to center, palms meet, lift up. Middle back bend. And exhale, hands come down. I'm going to surround the front foot, curl the back toes under, lift up your knee. Now press off into a standing split. Hands maybe come forward or onto a block. Lift up and then drop the head. Shake it out. Nice deep stretch down the back of the right leg. Step forward, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. And exhale, release. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale and fold. Plant your hands, step back.
Come to your high plank. And then drop your knees back to table. Inhale, soften the belly. Exhale, press into cat. Come back to center, kick your left leg back. Exhale as you draw it through, step it forward. Making sure that the knee is right over the ankle, press into the earth and lift up the body. Shoulders right over hips here. Inhale, rise. Exhale, twist. Make sure that front knee is nice and sturdy, going a little bit more towards the outside. We don't want it to dip in. So facing more towards that middle or pinky toe. And then sweep forward. Kali Mudra if you'd like. All the fingers intertwine except for the 2 pointers. Reach up. Little back bend. Exhale, hands come down, surround your front foot, curl the back toes under, lift up that knee, press off, standing split. Drop the head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. One more halfway lift. And exhale, release. Root down, sweep your arms, lift high. And exhale, hands come through heart center. You can remain at the top of your mat. I'm going to face forward. I'm just grounding down, giving a little bit of space, maybe about 2 fist distance between the feet. Shoulders roll back. Fingers spread wide, root down. Inhale, lift. And exhale to heart. One more, inhale, lift. Reach a little higher. Exhale to heart. Sitting back here, Utkatasana, your chair pose. So hips go back. Sit behind you. Knees stay right over those ankles. Arms come forward. Arms could be at goalpost if you like. Making sure that those toes have a little mobility, pressing down to the pads of the feet. And exhale, release. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Root down, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Step to the top of your mat if you're not already there. Inhale, rise high. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, release. Plant your hands, step back, high plank. So you're pushing through your heels, reaching through the crown of your head. Nice long spine here, belly is drawing in. Shift forward, inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Arms stay hugging in by your sides. Feet press into the earth. Tail tucks. Lift your heart. Bhujangasana. Exhale, release. One more, lift the heart. Exhale, let it go. Curl your toes under, lifting up through a table or a plank, and press back to your down dog. So first down dog, maybe walk it out. Bend the knees, sway the hips. And then find stillness for a breath or two here, pressing into the earth with the palms, lifting the hips up high. Don't be afraid to have a deep bend in those knees. And then looking forward, exhale, walk towards the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Root down, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Sit back, Utkatasana, chair pose. Some people like to have their knees together here. You can if you'd like. I like mine apart and just energetically pulling, drawing them together. Toes might even be a little bit towards one another. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, release. Stepping back, come to your high plank. Once again, moving through our sun B. Shift forward, inhale. This time, chaturanga. Exhale, lower halfway. You can come down onto your knees if you'd like. Flip over the feet. Keep the belly drawn in and lift up your heart. Up dog. Inhale. Exhale, lift up your hips. Roll back, down dog. Always finding movement if your body needs it. Take a few more deep breaths here. Want to ground down and steady the mind before you move on. When you're ready, lift the hips a little bit higher. Inhale, right leg rises up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your foot through towards the front. Hips square, draw the belly in, press into the earth and lift up. Coming into your crescent lunge. So on the ball of the back foot, the heel is lifted. Front knee is right over the ankle. Hips are squaring forward. Reach the arms up high. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, and open up the back hip. Come into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. So pivot it around. You may need to move the legs, move your stance. Arms shoot straight out from the shoulders here. When you're ready, flip your front palm. Inhale, lift it high, and exhale, reverse your warrior. Make sure we have this beautiful curve in the side body. We're not crunching into the back side. We're lifting up and over. We don't lose that opening in the front knee. One more inhale, exhale, warrior 2. Straighten the front leg by pushing away from the earth. Lift the arms up. Inhale and exhale. Keep the legs as they are. Bring the arms straight back out. Keep the body twisting, open and reach forward. Keep reaching, reaching. Inhale, exhale to triangle pose. Try and stack the arms if you can. So you don't want it way over here, right over the shoulder. Little bend in the front knee as you exhale. Windmill the hands around, surround the front foot. Step back, high plank. You can press right to your down dog, or you may flow through, maybe dropping the knees this time. Lower halfway. Inhale, up dog or cobra, and exhale, down dog. Take 3 rounds of breath here. Again, always making sure that you're catching your breath, grounding down. When you're ready, left leg rises up, 3-legged dog. Inhale, exhale, step it forward. Hips square, root down, lift up the body. So pressing through with that back heel, lifting up out of the back thigh, opening up that right hip. Inhale, lift up. Beautiful crescent. Hands are going to come through heart center. You're going to open up that back leg. Coming into your warrior 2 on the opposite side. I'm going to move up a little bit for you. Arms come straight out. Flip the front palm. Inhale, lift it high. And exhale, reverse your warrior. Again, making sure you don't lose the bend in the front knee. Little bend in that back knee also. Exhale, warrior 2. Straighten that front leg. Reach the body forward. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Can always use a block under here or keep the body lifted. Begin to bend in the front knee, windmill the hands around, step it back, high plank. And again, press to down dog or flow your body through. Shifting forward if you'd like. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. When you arrive in your down dog, find a little movement, take some deep breaths. Come up high on those toes, shift forward, exhale, drop the knees. Inhale for your cow pose, and exhale to cat. Taking a few rounds on your own. And just walking it out, finding any other movement that the body needs. Making your way back into your neutral table. From your table, you're going to open up to the right hand side. So right arm opens high. And exhale, thread it underneath, gently lower down. Come onto your cheek. Maybe the opposite arm rises. Maybe it stays on the earth. This is your thread, the needle. You can also take a bind here with that top arm. Press down into the earth, lift the torso back up, open it up with an inhale, and exhale, lower down. Find that on the opposite side. So open up the left arm, exhale, thread it under. Again, you can find a bind with that opposite hand. Can come to your sacrum, your low back, or come all the way around and find that inner thigh. Gently unwind. Right hand connects with the earth. Press down. Inhale, lift it up. And exhale, lower down. Just going to bring ourselves onto our backs. So just stepping forward. And lower all the way down. Nice and slow. Once we arrive, just going to walk the feet in. Separate them a little bit wide and just rock side to side. Just coming into your little windshield wiper. And then heel toe, feet come back towards one another. Arms come down by your sides. Keep your gaze steady towards the ceiling for a few rounds of breath here. Going to do your bridge pose. Feet are going to press down into the earth, toes spread nice and wide, draw the belly in, and press the hips up towards the ceiling. Knees are pressing forward. This pose can be taken with a bind, hands underneath, shoulders roll in slightly. Release any bind that you have and slowly come down out of the pose. You're going to bring the soles of your feet together and let the knees come apart for Supta Baddha Konasana. You can find a little movement in this pose, rocking back and forth, or stillness. You can also put blocks underneath the knees or thighs. And then bring your knees together. Just going to kick the legs up high for Viparita Karani, legs up the wall pose. This is a great pose to end practice with. It's also good for before bed, or even if you're in bed and you can't sleep, throw the legs up in the air, or even right up against your wall.
This just calms down the body, reverses the blood flow. When you're ready, coming out of the pose, maybe just rocking it out, taking little circles, making circles with your tailbone on the earth, working into your low back. And last but certainly not least, coming into your Shavasana pose, the best pose of all. Just let the legs come down long on the mat, slightly apart. Comfortable place for your head, your shoulders, and hips, and then arms come down by the side. It's a great place where you can bring in a blanket or a pillow here. Just allow yourself to be fully at rest for a few moments. While in your Shavasana, try not to hold on to any thoughts. They're going to pop up. We just want to let them kind of wash on through you. Just focus on the breathing, allowing it to become a little bit heavier, a little bit more shallow. And you can stay in your Shavasana from 2 minutes to 10 minutes, or as long or as little as you'd like. But really allow yourself to be present for the time that you are. When you're ready, maybe take a full body stretch. Point the toes, roll the ankles, roll the wrists, and then hug yourself into a little ball. Rock yourself back up to seated. Coming into your Sukhasana right where you started. Rooting down through the sit bones, reaching up through the crown of the head one last time. And giving thanks for this wonderful day and sharing this beautiful practice with all of us. Namaste. Thank you. Good night.